friend Darryl. Still 08 in the morning, West Coast time. It's the 15th of March, 2024. Yeah, you know me, the Weaver John C. Roseman, California. Not alive, not awake, not here. Zombie time. Hell of a memory, dude. Once in a while, you pull that one out. Remind the rest of us how we have to deal with death on death's terms. It's never easy. You deal with animals is one thing, but man, the human being, especially that kind of especially with that kind of connection. I'll say one thing for you. At least you got to know your old man for a little bit. At least you got to know him a little bit. I always kid my brother that way when he was alive. He'd tell me stories about his old man and about his grandpa and his grandma out in Texas. About his stepbrothers. Sometimes they're not nice stories back then. I remembered this one bull. I should remember his name. In my brother's youth, he'd take summers off and go over to Texas to spend time with his family and his kin out there. Say hi to a bull until one time he was out there. Bull's no longer there. He's wondering what happened to him. He had forgotten that they lived on a ranch. His family had lived on a ranch. At least on his father's side of the family. The grandpa, grandma, they lived on a ranch and they took care of cattle. And sometimes cattle has to be sold, or if they get too damn old. Yeah, they were sad to tell brother that he was delicious. Yeah, well, this is what happens when you're living on a cattle ranch and you get used to one particular bull or stud, or a cow. It's not like watching City Slickers and you think that's going to be a easy place to have. Out there to run a business. Out there it's a lifestyle for them. My brother forgot about that. He missed the bull to this day. Well, until the time he passed away. What is she up for? Just start her hearing her. Mama's up. Anyway, uh, when I heard about Uncle Al dying, well, after I met the guy and kind of made a connection, yeah, it did kind of hit me on that one, but I never did attend any services like my mother had. My mother had somebody to watch over me and David growing up as kids, well before we moved from one area to another area of the San Fernando Valley. Very young at the time. It was well after my heart surgery. I think it was between 5 or 6 year olds during that time. But I never had a male figure I'd look up to except my big brother. There may have been a couple, but just didn't dawn on me how human and imperfect they were. It was not until we actually had grandma and Aunt May under our roof. I mean, it was one thing going out to Bell and seeing them. And, oh, hell, what's with her now? What's going on, Mama? She worries me. She worries me. I'm up this morning, and she's got to be up this morning. She's got to be close to me at this point just to see what's going on. Yeah, I worry about that dog of mine. She's not tearing up the house. Thank God, she's not running up and down this time of the morning. I would get pee pads down for her to do stuff this morning. As a kid, I never knew how much an adult would mean in my life until I lost him. It didn't occur to me what grieving and mourning was. I mean, it was supposed to be a natural thing for us to go through, except for me. It was kind of an unusual damn thing because I was still trying to think about the damn thing. But the problem is, at that young age, my mind decided to shut it down, close the memory off. So whatever happened back then, I wasn't thinking about it as a kid. But it lived, leaving me a little oogie, but not much. I just never liked death during that time. I never realized how much it would be hitting me left and right down the road. About 8 or 9 o'clock, 8 or 9 age, we had heard about Aunt May being put into a nursing home. And we didn't even realize during that time that Aunt May was going through a hell of a lot of grief and suffering because she lost her life partner. And Dave and I didn't know anything about it. Ma wasn't talking about it, I guess. But she had to make a trip up to Frisco to see what was going on. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be San Francisco, but I still called it Frisco. Still do to this time. I know it's disrespectful for those who live up in San Francisco for a Southern California dude like me to say that kind of thing about their own town. What would I? How would you like it? We insulted your town. I said, fine, be my guest. I call my town right now the armpit of the Antelope Valley. What the hell? Some people take full offense when you insult their city that way. Hell, we call ourselves the City of Angels, or is it the City of Angles, or City of Gang Members? I don't know. Shaky Town? I'm off track. And then when Ma came back and brought Aunt May home, at first she lived with Grandma for a short time before we all found a house and hardly we could rent. Oh man, I got wind files on this one. I got them buried alive like the worms they are. Uh, well, one time in my life I had a grieving woman, a sister who was still trying to deal with her grieving sister, but a dear to me because she was grandma. And I also had Ma, and I had David, and he was planning on going into the military when he got out of high school. Ma wasn't happy about that one anyway. But she was trying to be a caregiver to both, and sometimes it would stress her out a little bit. Uh, well, we did have people looking after them when we went on shopping trips to get some grub or get some fast food. But that one story I said in my earlier recordings concerning about Aunt May, well, see, I didn't know as a kid what grieving was. I looked at an angry woman, so deep in pain that she couldn't relate to anybody else, until I got on her lap, grabbed her by the face, and she was looking very. It wasn't angry. It was a hell of a lot of pain in her face, dude. That's a hell of a lot of grief. A kid is not supposed to understand that. He doesn't have the capacity to understand the depth and emotions unless he goes through the damn stuff himself. But even when I went through my own, I was way too damn young to even think or process this stuff. Way too damn young. There was no way I was going to be able to do that one. Not until my old fart days, and then I realized what the hell it was. Then I could process it all. Wow. But her, she was a lady in pain. How was I supposed to be able to deal with it? But I just climbed on her lap, and I just grabbed her by the face and said, I don't care how mean you are at me, I'll still always love you. And I guess maybe through that action, somehow, maybe her husband, one way or another, was reaching out to her through me. Something in her changed. Made her a kinder lady. I don't know, maybe people watched. I don't know. I know my mother and my brother repeated the story at times. I don't remember telling that to anybody else. So maybe my brother and my mother or grandma, one of those three, watched it. All I know is I was climbing up on her lap and holding her by the face. And I did love her. I knew something was wrong, but I didn't understand it, dude. I didn't understand her grieving and her pain, Darryl. Not until a few years later. Not until a few years later when my birthday hit 12. I wish I could remember what the birthday was like, but I remember what happened afterwards, dude. I was sleeping and Ma woke me up after midnight. Now, I already knew that Grandma and Aunt May had health issues. We kept taking them to the hospital all the time. Taking them to the doctor's office. Doctors are always at the hospital anyway, so they're always checking them out. Kaiser had this construction of looking like a damn infinity symbol when they made their building back in the 60s and 70s. They had this kind of almost looked like an 8 with multiple levels. It was about a 15 story, I think. The towers that they would have would be iconic and look like the future, futuristic. These days they made about 3 or 4 story, um, just ugly, just ugly. I guess we were trying to keep it from being earthquake. And they tried to retrofit the whole damn thing, but it was too damn old for retrofitting, so I guess they tore the damn thing down and rebuilt it, widened out the buildings, spread it out in the property that they had in Panorama City for the hospital. And it was Kaiser facility, but I miss those damn towers. I really do. That made the whole place iconic, unique. You could see them across the valley floor when you're on the freeways. And Aunt May went over to them all the time, and it always scared me. About 3 or 4 days she'd spend in the hospital, and then she'd come back home. Grandma would do the same damn play, the same over at Valley Hospital on the right by Van Owen and Sherman Way, a big black building. That would be about 10 stories. And there'd be a level in there that the nursing staff and the doctors would know my grandmother all the time. During those days, I learned how to play with Legos. And it was very hard when you drop a Lego creation, and watch the whole damn thing go breaking apart, and you got to put the thing back together again, or put them in a container or something like that. Just make sure that no car smashes everything. Because that'd smash a kid right there. But to see a grandmother go to the hospital all the damn time. See, I didn't see my mother go to the hospital. She had a bad back from lifting grandma. Grandma was a very heavy lady at the time. And it put a strain on her lower lumbar to the point where she had to be in a traction for a few weeks. She had her own bedroom, but I took the damn thing over. So she lived in the den. Now, see if I can try describing this place, dude. I mean, I could look at it from the topographical map on Google Maps, but let me just do it. I mean, you come up to this place, you got a looks like a ranch style home. That's what it'd be looking like. Oh, hell, I'll just go back to my Google Maps, see if I can get this damn thing to work here, because I need to get a visualization on the same. I see the memories here, but I still need to see it. No, I'm not going to do it that way. No, I want the Earth. Oh, hell. Give me a second. She's calling. She's a caution. The older she gets, she still thinks she's a puppy. She scares me at times. Especially when she's excited about doing her business. And she wants to play. Automatically her head turns into that kind of situation. She almost got to a point of falling off the couch, uh, off the edge of it. I take her to the bedroom and put her down, love her like crazy as I'm securing her with a blanket right over her just to calm her down a bit. She's caregiving for a dog, man. Oh boy. Sometimes her mood's depressed enough as it is, but other times she thinks she's still a puppy. She scares me. She scares me. Anyway, I said I was going to be going on Google Earth. Google Earth has a way of looking at the past. It goes up to a certain about 40 or 50 years in the past for certain areas, and the images are not so great, but it still reminds me of things that I've gone through. Google Maps in itself is just basically Google's already done their 2022, 2023 photographs. Give people a general location and an idea what the hell things are. But I'm trying to get this program to work. She's a pain in the butt. But the Earth itself, Google Earth itself, it still gives me some information about what the past was like. I like looking at the pictures from time to time, Darryl, because I'm reminded of my own past. I don't want to forget it. I've seen how people forget their past even when they had physical trauma. When you have half a brain working, you kind of forget a lot of things, and things either get screwed up. And it's scary as hell for a kid to look at a grandmother, let alone a teenager looking at a grandmother who's suffered through a stroke. What was scary to hell to me concerning about Aunt May was how many times she kept coming in with the heart issues. I mean, her heart wasn't the greatest. Would she have been better in a nursing home? Because what she was doing was just looking at a wall all the time, staring at it, no television, no nothing. It was basically putting her into a damn cage, and Ma wasn't about to have that happen. We'd have all the stimulus we would have at home. We'd have a record player, a stereo system, old albums, new albums. We would have television. We would have Lawrence Welk. Yeah, as a kid, Lawrence Welk was like, ah! Listening as an adult these days, I'm like, oh, that's not all that bad. As a kid, oish, it was that bad for this kid. But Aerospace 1999, British television series, science fiction. What can I say? I'm a fanatic. What can I say? All right, so back over to the back over home. by the 5 freeway, above Panorama City, a little below San Fernando a little bit. I was still home. I was still home. Okay, so let's see. I was looking for Nordoff. That's the cross. I need to see that one. What I was trying to see. Okay, what I needed to see was Roscoe and Woodman. Roscoe. Oh, that's an. Oh, there she is. Oh, that's Canterbury. I was looking for the strips over there. But I know where home is at. Okay, so I need to adjust this. Alright. There's the wash. There's the church. Now, the one thing Google Maps has, it can turn time backwards. I tend just to do that. I can go as far as 1994 or at least 1985. The area is grainy, black and white, but still, it still shows a little bit of home without the damn growth on it, and I can still look at the damn house. And scroll up or scroll back a bit. And I can also try to find Woodman and Resco, the Kaiser facility that they would have in the area. I could just get the damn map to work. There we go. That'll do it. Alright, let's see. Resco. Where the hell are you hiding at? So let's see where some of the major streets are. The landmarks I'm having an issue with. Where the hell's that at? Oh, that's Sherman Way. Okay, good. There's Sherman Way. What I need is Roscoe, which is right above that. There's the train tracks. Right. And there's Roscoe. There's stop with that one out. Let's see. This was closer to the 5 freeway, so industrial complexes we've got. And in the area of it. Where the hell am I looking at here? Oh, hell, take the damn thing out because I'm driving myself crazy on this one here. I need to look at real. Alright. What I'm looking at right now, my friend, is how to understand navigation. So where was that? Was the Satakoya then, Roscoe? Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Man on victory. We're going south on that. One north on that. Not quite Roscoe because he had to hit Satakoya on that. Alright. It's been a while. As long as I'm looking at the right street I'm going to be traversing on in my memories, I need to find out where I'm Sam Hill walking and going to places. It was... Alright. I need a 5. Okay. Where's the 5? There's 170. Holly weird. Nah, I need a 5 freeway, damn it. Where are you at? You're talking about being screwed up in the heads and memories, I swear, dude. That's the 170, but the 5. Okay, so we are talking about. Let's see. Wait. Hold it. I could talk about it when I was a lot younger because I could try and navigate my way across the San Fernando Valley would be no issues. Unfortunately, I lose track of where the hell I am by looking at some of this stuff. Even back then, you see the cross streets where the hell I am at. So talk to me. No, I'm not saying it to you, my friend. I'm just trying to tell myself this one. Where the hell am I at? That's Grace Community Church. There's Roscoe Boulevard. And close to the 5 on that one. So where the hell is Woodman at? Woodman is well before, well, actually. Yeah. There's the complex. About bloody time, I forgot the area curved. Alright, let's do the time warp again. Okay. We are sliding our bar over to 1994. That didn't look right. Alright, 1988. Come on. There's got to be the twins on her. There got to be the twins on this one. Alright, let's hang in here. The computer's has to recalibrate. I have put the thing back to 1985. I'm going to put it up to 1988 if I can, or to the next thing on it. Where's the towers? Oh, no. They didn't do reconstruction until the 2000s, so what the hell's going on here? It was the most iconic towers that they actually had. What the hell? Okay, well, they used to get the In-N-Out burger place, right? Alright, wait. Let me see if I can go far as I can to 1985. They can't have. Come on. Okay, let me get back to 1995. They didn't do any work on the damn place until a little bit later on with that, but they were supposed to have been towers. What the hell? Parking structure. Oh. Yeah, you talk about being discombobulated. I am discombobulated at this point. I got a map that keeps showing what it looks like now, but not back then. I know back then it was a hell of a lot different. Let me have a conniption fit offline here, shall we? We're talking about time warp here. Another video on this one, dude.